Welcome everyone, I'm Tim and this is The Controller. Thanks for clicking on Fallout 4, You Only Live Once, where I will attempt to complete Fallout 4 and all the DLCs with no healing and only one health bar. This will be complete and utter madness and extremely difficult to do, but we will try anyway. So this is a run that has been inspired by many a true nerd who has completed these types of runs on previous Fallout games and is currently attempting it on Fallout 4. Now let's get up into a bit of the rules. There will be no forms of healing health, limbs, or addictions. The only way of increasing health will be through leveling up or adding points into the endurance trait. Buying legendary armor and weapons will be prohibited, as well as getting any legendary gear through a quest. Now this won't mean that legendary gear is not allowed, as any legendary enemies that spawn are fair game. So you can get any weapons or armor through them. And to make things more difficult, we will be playing on survival difficulty. And to help keep track of my health and radiation, I will be using the You Only Live Once mod from JJ2197. Now with that, let's jump in and see how I do. Alright, we will be playing as a female character, and I think preset number 3 will do just fine. Something that I always find interesting are what they needed to do back before the bombs exploded. Like get more sugar bombs, Nuka-Cola, you know, bread, cranberry juice, you know, cake. They need lots of cake, 2 boxes. And the HVAC's not working. Okay, that's interesting. To stay true to the You Only Live Once run, the hero's name will be Yolanda. I have been giving the initial special some thought, and this is what I have come up with. Now this build definitely has weak areas like endurance and strength. So I won't be able to carry very much, and I'm going to have very few hit points. But I wanted to make sure that I had enough points in agility and in luck, because I like to play a VATS build, and I wanted to make sure I had plenty of criticals for the tougher enemies. And as you may have noticed too, charisma is a little bit higher than sometimes. A lot of people only run it up to level 3 for Lone Wanderer. But I wanted to make sure that it was high enough to pass any speech checks with relative ease. And once I get it up to Charisma 6, I'll be able to set up some trade caravans between my settlements. And you can never have enough friendly people in the Commonwealth.
Come on, come on, come on.
Now that we're in the vault is when the fun truly begins. We have to try to get past 14 rad roaches without taking any damage. Now, I'm not the best melee player, and the first few all have to be done with the police baton. So I am not looking forward to that in the slightest. There is one spot especially that is through that door there, and yeah, I have a tendency of taking damage, so there's a very real chance that the first damage of the run will come very early without even leaving the vault. I'd say if I had to give it a percentage, I take damage probably about 70% of the time that I've been playing this.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
Just want to collect as many bottles as can to fill them up with to make purified water, because I will have to be eating and drinking in this run too to maintain my normal basic needs. And in survival mode, you get to fill up water bottles. And a good safe spot to get water is in the vault, since it's purified. Everything else in the Commonwealth is pretty much all dirty water. Normally that roach dies. There he goes. Take it nice and easy. You gonna come get me, Rad Roach? Caution. Oh, that was close. I don't think I took any damage. These rad roaches are quite perceptive. I know I'm standing in light, but you wouldn't think they'd be that good. Oh, I really want that meat. Take a chance. I don't know if I got it. Yeah, I did. Okay. This next area is... yeah. I'm not sure. Oh, he's coming right away. Crap, I took damage already. Took 1.6 damage. Oh. Ah, that's right. I wasn't crouching. That would have made a difference. 1.6 damage. That's not the worst thing in the world. Bound to take some damage. Because that's a hard part. Now that I have a gun, things should be a little bit easier. Right away. That will work good for selling. Not sure, but I think in the overseer's office there is one bobby pin guaranteed in the middle file cabinet. I've seen that at least the majority of the runs I've done. I want to use VATS as much as possible just to get my first crit built up. And I have it. You can use VATS to line up your shot a lot of times. Just click VATS, and if you aim down the sights, most of the time it will work. Oh, one more. Definitely want to collect all the meat so we can cook it up once we get into Sanctuary. One more. Ooh. All right then. That was exciting. I'll tell you what, this vault, for being the starting point, I have a hard time getting out of here without taking any damage, which is not good for a You Only Live Once run, where every point of health is essential to survival. As we pull up the Pip-Boy, we can see we have 0 rads, and that our hit points are at 83 of 85, so we did only take that 1.6 amount of damage. So that's not too bad. And I guess I pressed A an extra time and did a stim pack. And just to show that there is no healing, that stim pack will not bring up any of my health. So I guess that's a good test of the mod right there.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please.
And as you can see, oh, I'm parched now because I did a stim pack. I was wondering why I was thirsty. But as you can see, I'm still at 83 out of 85 hit points.
Stand back.
So the stim pack did nothing. So when you're in the vault, it's a little goofy. Time technically stands still. Doesn't matter how long you're in there, time never passes. So you never get more tired, you never get thirstier, hungrier, unless you end up being stupid and, you know, doing a stim pack when you didn't mean to. As I'm coming up to Sanctuary, I just kind of want to grab these plants. You never know when you'll want to use them. It's always good to have them on hand. Just kind of want to loot everything at the beginning of the game. And we are close to a level up. So in this house, there should be a couple rad roaches. And there we go, have a level up. 3 more health added. And 86.4. With the first level up, I want to go Idiot Savant. Get more experience for everything well, not everything I do, but a chance of it going off and getting 3 times the XP, which is definitely a good thing to have starting out. to level up as quick as possible. One more rad roach. And as I said, the time stands still while you're going in the vault. But once you're out, it always factors in that you are basically sleepy right when you leave. So a way to combat that without actually getting tired is to utilize the workbench right away and just build yourself a bed. Clear a little room. Get a nice, clean looking bed. Right there, looks good. And you don't want to be thirsty when you go to sleep either, just because that increases your likelihood of getting sick, and we definitely do not want to get sick. So we better build a water pump. We will top off my water. Now take just an hour of sleep is all it takes to reset. And now you've slept and good to go. Talk to Codsworth and get him sent out to deal with the bugs so I don't have to.
It's really you. Now, enough. Shall we search?
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, Mum.
One thing I forgot when I was talking to Codsworth there is I didn't never put on the eyeglasses. +1 perception. Can't go wrong with that. And really, I don't want to be wearing that vault jumpsuit because I can be wearing a new one. And I don't want to be wearing a jumpsuit that has 200 years of body filth on it. And I'm no longer married because my husband's dead. So take the wedding ring off.
Picking up hostile life signs. I'm going to look over here now.
I don't know what Codsworth is doing.
Carry on. This should be fun.
I wouldn't mind getting a shot or two on the bloatfly, but I really don't want to take any damage from it. Hey, sweet, an idiot savant went off. Got one more house to go with Codsworth. He should be coming. I don't really want to pick a fight without him. There he comes. What I want him to do is tank for me. Back off behind the tree. Where's Codsworth? Keep backing away. Where'd Codsworth go? Back and hidden. Oh, maybe he went in. Maybe he did go forward and get him. Oh, good.
Mom, your family isn't.
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
You can't give up, Mum. What about the city? Concord is nearby, and, well, the people there.
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Good luck, Mum. You'll find young Sean. I know you will. I shall remain here and secure the home front.
There are a few safes, and you know, the drug dealer up front of Sanctuary Hills has a locked computer, a couple triggers for a mine or an improvised bomb on the side of his safe that I will be going and disarming and taking as much experience points as possible. But if something happens, I will let you know. Otherwise, see you once I have Sanctuary looted. We are coming up on a rad storm. I better sleep quick. That was quite early in this so far. Do a quick look outside. Looks like the rad storm has passed. That I'm a little concerned about radiation storms when I'm out throughout the Commonwealth with no beds, chairs, anything to sit and wait. So one of my priorities will be definitely to get a radiation suit to mitigate that problem. But the easiest one, I think, is in Diamond City, and I probably won't be to Diamond City for at least a few more levels. So before the radiation storm came in, I got most of Sanctuary cleaned up a little bit. I mean, there's still some junk laying around, but I looted most every house except for my own. And as everybody probably knows, the Your Special book. And as I was alluding to earlier on, I'm going to be taking Charisma so I can bring that up to level 6. So now as my special stands right now, I have +1 perception from the glasses. Otherwise, got 1, 4, 1, 6, 3, 7, and 8. Which I think is a good starting point. Just grab the last little bit from my house. Ooh, toy car. That's a screw. And then we should be able to take a look at our weapons.
Perfect.
Now that I have my house looted and everything else, I got the chem station brought over and the cook station brought over as well. We can probably cook up what food we got, which we were able to pick up enough bloatfly meat to make one of those, and grilled radroach, we can make 6 of those, which isn't very much food, but it will be enough to get us started. And I'd really like to level up a little bit more before I actually do crafting on my weapons. So then once I get gun nut 1, which will be the next level, I'll be able to bring this up to the powerful receiver, which that will be a pretty good 10mm pistol at 27 damage for a starting weapon. Something that I didn't mention earlier is this is also going to be a pistols, not a pistol only run, as I will use some explosives, but a pistol will be my primary weapon. I won't use any two-handed guns, automatic, I won't be using. So it's only pistols, which should add another interesting wrinkle to the YOLO run. And just with that, I have gotten hungry. So I'm going to be eating. I think it takes a couple meals to get full. Yeah. I want to get a little bit more experience. I think that means we have to head to our Red Rocket and meet dog meat. And as we're leaving Sanctuary, guaranteed 2 fragmentation grenades. Oh, crap. Carrying too much. Definitely don't want to be carrying too much. Otherwise, I have a chance of crippling my legs. And once my legs are crippled or take damage, I can never heal them again, per the rules. So I'll definitely want to keep track of how much I'm carrying.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal?
As part of the rules,
Okay, then.
we're not allowed to have followers or companions.
Hey.
So, if I can... Stay. Stay! Okay.
How you doing, buddy?
So we'll dismiss him, and
Go on.
I
What can
think
you
Red
help?
Rocket's a good... Oh, I haven't claimed Red Rocket. So, he's gonna go to Sanctuary Hills. Which... is kind of a bummer that I didn't claim it first. So, hopefully I can...
Hey, boy. Come on, boy. It's
I'd
time to go.
really like him to stay here so he can tank for me for the mole rats.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Going home now.
There we go. I'm not sure what the... there it is. The mole rats are starting to go on top of a car. Good, idiot's fun. Tank for me, dog meat. Tank. Or just take them all out. That'd be good too. Try to put in some fire. And he might be coming for me. It looks like dog meat's down. He's back up. See if he brings out those mole rats again. Problem with mole rats are they can burrow, and they will just pop up right next to you if you're not careful. I don't think he actually killed that many. There, one popped up over there. It's about dead. Go get him, dog meat. Ah, he got one. Another one pop up over there. Got another. And another. Good job, dog meat. That should be all of them, now that I'm just not in caution anymore. And that's right, I am close to weight capacity. Store some junk in there. So I didn't quite level up from that, so that probably means that I should just keep on keeping on. Can cook up a little bit of that mole rat meat back here. Getting close. So if we head off to Abernathy Farm, we can pick up the quest from them. And with discovering the farm, that might actually be all the more experience that we need. Do have to be careful. There's a bloatfly right there. If I move slow enough, I should be good. Take a wide berth. Welded chest piece. That is a lot better than you typically find. Normally it's basic. I won't say no to that. And I think that bloatfly is far enough away. Head on to Abernathy Farm. Oh, that, what is that, about one experience point away from leveling up. Go figure. Steal a few of their taters. Where's Blake?
Here for work? We could use some help picking melons.
That's
if you've
close
got some
enough,
spare time.
stranger.
I'll give
We're
you
a
caps for
peaceful
anything you can
farm.
bring me.
We don't want any trouble.
Don't worry. I'll get that locket back for you.
Good. Connie feels like
And
she's
that
caught
starts
in edge.
returning the favor.
I don't think she'll.
That one will do fairly soon, but not quite now.
New here?
Now we just take the same route back to Sanctuary, and we should be able to level up just by planting those potatoes that I picked up. And we made it back. There were no issues whatsoever just following that route. Just need a little bit more experience. So if we just plant those potatoes or tomatoes or whatever they actually are, I'm not sure. But get those planted and there's the level up. With the level up, let's get the gun nut going so we can improve our weapons. With that, I think we have to focus on the 10mm, try to get that up as good as possible. Powerful, that's good. Ooh, a long light. Get that range up a little bit more. I'd really like a reflex sight. So I'll need to get a couple nuclear material and one more adhesive. I did a quick little run just over to Red Rocket, and that should have gotten me what I needed. And we'll go with the circle. So now I have a pretty good 10mm pistol as my primary day-to-day weapon. It should work out pretty good. So we look a little goofy with the Raider chest piece, but we should be in better shape to continue on next time. And thanks for watching, and until next time, powering off.